Buchan Caves is in East Gippsland and it's located 45 minutes away from Lake's entrance. In 2010, the Gunai people were recognised as the traditional owners of the area.
The Gunai jointly manage the Buchan Caves Reserve with Parks Victoria. This area has been known to the Gunai people for over 30,000 years and was an important meeting place during seasonal migration from the high country to the coast.
So it's home to one of the most spectacular limestone formations in Australia. The Fairy Cave and the Royal Cave are significant tourist attractions where people can see the wonderful formations within the cave system on a guided tour. We have some great natural fauna for people to experience as well. So we have the lyrebirds, the wombats and the kangaroos. And it's a very popular tourist attraction for Victorians, interstate travellers and international travellers. The fires were threatening Buchan Caves Reserve for several months. They started in November, and on the evening of the 30th of December 2019, the fire actually impacted the park. So it came into the reserve and it roared through around the hillside and took out most of the vegetation within the woodlands. It also impacted some of the Lineker planting, the European trees within the park. And we lost significant assets such as bridges, Fairy Cave entrance, the guide room, our historic workshop and roofed accommodation like the cabins and the wilderness retreats. It also impacted on all our walking tracks, so they have been closed for some time.
So at the moment, as part of the rebuilding process, we're actually going to be replacing the roof on the building behind me here, which is the Fairy Cave entry. This was a heritage listed building and we're going to have to replace that like for like and make sure that we keep in touch with the history and how it was made originally. We're also going through the process of reconstructing our two lost bridges that are key to access to the rest of the site here, and we're actually making great progress. On top of a lot of our structural damage, we've actually suffered quite heavy losses and significant losses to the flora as well as fauna within the park. We also have significant other trees along our walkways that we're working towards trying to regenerate them and replanting where possible.
We expect to reopen areas of the park for visitors once the bridges are completed and fully functional from fire recovery for the cave tours by summer. The roofed accommodation products will be longer term because those assets need to be planned and rebuilt. We want it to reopen so visitors can come and experience the wonderful experiences that they can at Buchan Caves Reserve, and that's the cave tours, the walking tracks, regain tourism within the area because it's a major tourist attraction that will boost the economy and be very important to the recovery of the Buchan community.